Well, we're here in the Western Cape, but let's get some thoughts on expectations in Gauteng. It's over to you, Chriselda.
Well, to our colleagues in Cape Town, you can only imagine what the entry of expectations is for the Finance Minister as he tables his budget this afternoon, with the myriad of challenges that South Africa is facing, and with so much reliance on government for some kind of support. If we look at some of the key issues that the country still grapples with, including unemployment, and specifically if we're talking about the unemployment of young people, many of the young people that I'll be speaking to in the next few moments are hoping that some consideration should be put towards ensuring that they are able to get jobs once they leave these institutions. In fact, they tell me of some of their peers who've left institutions and were not able to get jobs. I guess we've constantly heard, President Cyril Ramaphosa as well as the Finance Minister previously, center the budget particularly and center the country's way forward, if I can, specifically when we talk about unemployment and the unemployment of young people. I'm joined by some at the University of Johannesburg this morning. What are you studying and what are you hoping to hear from the Finance Minister this afternoon?
I'm studying BA in mechanical engineering, and I'm hoping that he increases the budget for this year so that he creates more job opportunities to create a variety of jobs for us to choose, because many people are constrained to specific jobs, not because they love them, but because they are only constrained to one specific type of job. So I'm hoping that by increasing the budget, they increase the variety of jobs we can pick from, choose from, and everything. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Thank you very much. Brilliant. I know you got to go. You got to get into class right now. And let me come to you, young lady. I mean, you were telling me that you're studying to be, is it a teacher?
Psychologist.
Psychologist, all right, to be a psychologist. What are your hopes for the budget as a young person? You're studying, it's a couple of years, and you're hoping that by the time you get out of here, there's a plan that is made to ensure you get some kind of employment.
I hope that more jobs are created, especially in my field. There's a lot of stigma that there's a lot of unemployment. So I would like that to change and create more jobs in the country so that we don't have to work abroad as psychologists. And I believe that we need more psychologists in the country. So I would love for more jobs to be created. Yes.
And earlier on, you were telling me about a relative who is, has graduated, but is sitting at home without a job.
Yeah, she did civil engineering, which brings a lot of attention to the fact that this country doesn't generate more jobs, because it doesn't matter which field is it. Engineering is a very needed course. So basically, if that means that there is no employment in that, so that screams a lot of concern in the country. So yeah, I would like for that to change also.
All right. Thank you very much indeed. I do appreciate your time. Just speaking to some young people, their colleagues, about what their expectations are. And I can tell you, would speak to many others, but round about this time, many of them are going to class. But they'll tell you stories about how they hope that once they're done with their degrees at these universities, there would be, sufficient budget that is allocated to ensure that by then they are able to get into the workplace. They tell us of stories of, brothers and sisters and those that have come before them, who are sitting at home with degrees, and much needed degrees. We're talking about civil engineering. One of the students that I spoke to speaks about it's civil engineering. This is a much needed skill in the country, but still, for skills such as those that are needed, there are still some of those who've graduated and have not found any job. So they're really hoping that that's going to top the agenda in the speech of the Finance Minister a little bit later on. That, an additional of many other things in terms of the challenges that the country is facing. But unemployment tops, and specifically the youth.